Smith said, "Yale has influenced the Central Intelligence Agency more than any other university, giving the CIA the atmosphere of a class reunion." The Skull and Bones building at the Yale campus is called the Tomb. The imagery and decor inside the tomb is of death and darkness. Crypts, tombs, skulls, bones, blood, knives, swords, armor, etc. Inside the tomb, the Skull and Bones brothers annually perform their infamous, strange, and sexually promiscuous initiations. Ear-piercing screams are often heard from outside, and many say the tomb radiates negativity that they feel physically. In April 2001, ABC News and the New York Observer filmed Bonesmen enacting mock throat-cutting rituals. In the most rumored ritual, it is said each new initiate must lay down naked, blindfolded in a casket, and masturbate while other brothers stand in a circle watching. One particularly notable Bonesman was George Bush Sr.'s grandfather, the banker and businessman George Herbert Walker, who was director of W.A. Harriman and Company, Harriman 15, American International Corporation, Georgian Manganese Corporation, Barnsdall Corporation, American Ship and Commerce Corporation, Union Banking Corporation, G.H. Walker and Company, Missouri Pacific Railroad, New Orleans, Texas, and Mexican railroads. He was also a golf enthusiast and president of the USGA United States Golf Association. The biennial Walker Cup is named after him. He had 3 sons who all graduated Yale and became Skull and Bonesmen as well. George Herbert Walker Jr., co-founder of the New York Mets. Dr. John M. Walker became a CEO, and Lewis Walker, a CIA agent. His daughter, Dorothy, married Bonesman Prescott Bush, who would become a U.S. Senator, CBS Board of Directors, Vice President of his father-in-law's business Harriman and Company, and father of George Bush. Skull and Bones members often pose on both sides of the political dichotomy. For instance, The Nation magazine and New Republic on the left were financed by Willard Straight, using Payne Whitney, Skull and Bones funds, while the National Review, on the right, was published by William F. Buckley, another Bonesman. In 2004, Republican George W. Bush ran neck and neck against Democrat John Kerry, his Skull and Bones fraternity brother, and 16th cousin. As Dan Thompson wrote, both President Bush and John Kerry have appeared on national television with political pundit Tim Russert of Meet the Press. Both of them refused to answer any questions about their lifelong membership to the Skull and Bones fraternity. Their method of manipulation uses the bipartisan system as a control mechanism. By having members on both the political left and right, they create the boundaries, divide the issues, and control the playing field. You do the math. What are the odds that the top 2 candidates for the presidency of a 300+ million person nation would be 16th cousins and members of the same organization reputed by many to be the most powerful secret society in America? In MSNBC interviews, when asked pointed questions about the implications of their membership in Skull and Bones, both Bush and Kerry laughed and changed the subject, refusing to answer. As U.S. Naval Intelligence Lieutenant Commander Al Martin said, "You have to look at the entire Bush family in this context, as if the entire family ran a corporation called Frauds R Us. Each member of the family, George Sr., George Jr., Neil, Jeb, Prescott, Wally, etc., have their own specialty of fraud. George Jr.